Hello students, today's our paper code is EVS-1101, that is Fundamentals of Environment Science first. Okay, so last lecture we will learn about unit first, that is Introduction, then unit second Biosphere and its components, then third one is Atmosphere, fourth is Lithosphere, and today's our topic is unit 5, that is Hydrosphere. Okay, so the Hydrosphere, firstly their introduction. All the waters on the earth's surface such as lakes and seas, and sometimes including water over the earth's surface such as clouds. The major importance of the hydrosphere is that water sustains various life forms and plays an important role in ecosystem and regulating the atmosphere. Hydrosphere covers all water present on the earth's surface. Then the water on earth is constantly moving, changing state, that is from liquid to gas to solid, and being recycled. The water cycle describes the journey. There are four main stages in the water cycle, that is evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. That is the introduction of hydrosphere. The hydrosphere, scientists generally divide our little blue world into four separate yet overlapping spheres. So firstly, the lithosphere, the atmosphere, the biosphere, and the hydrosphere. In this unit, we will explore the Earth hydrosphere. The hydrosphere plays a very important role in the evolution of life as well as in weather and erosion. Okay. So next one, components of hydrosphere. Okay. So oceans, glaciers, that is cryosphere, then atmospheric water vapors, then fresh water, then next one surface water and groundwater. These all are the components of hydrosphere. Then the water cycle. Okay, see this picture. This is the water cycle. Okay. So firstly here trees, then transpiration, next process is condensation, then precipitation. Okay, then here also accumulated water or runoff water, surface runoff water, then evaporation, condensation. This cycle is water cycle. Okay, here is also the picture. Firstly here sea, here is sun. Okay, so this water is evaporate, that is evaporation, then forming clouds, transpiration, transportation. Okay, here trees is also available, that is transpiration process, then condensation, clouds forming, then precipitation. Okay, and this water or rain is surface runoff water. Here is rivers and streams, then groundwater, lakes. Okay, collection water, then infiltration, and again and again this process is cycle, that is water cycle. Okay, then first process is evaporation. The sun is the energy force that power the water cycle. It hits oceans, lakes, rivers and causes water to change from the liquid state to the gaseous state. Okay, the oceans contribute to about 80 to 90% of the water vapor in the atmosphere. During evaporation, the impurities, that is for example salt, are left behind. This is important because about 97% of the water on earth is salt water, that is oceans, and only 3% is fresh water, that is rivers, streams, lakes, ponds and in the ग्राउंड. ओके, जी पण इव्हॅपोरेशनची जी प्रोसेस आहे, सीज असतील किंवा जे पण रिव्हर्स असतील, स्ट्रीम्स असतील, लेक्स असतील, ओके, जी सन आहे त्या थ्रू किंवा जे टेम्परेचर आहे त्या थ्रू हे जे वॉटर आहे तर ते इव्हॅपोरेट केलं जातं, राईट. द नेक्स्ट वन इज कंडेन्सेशन. वेन ॲटमॉस्फेरिक टेम्परेचर डिक्रीजेस द वॉटर वेपर, दॅट इज गॅस, चेंजेस बॅक इन टू अ liquid. Condensation is the opposite of evaporation. Okay, then small water droplets are formed in the atmosphere, collection of water droplets from clouds in the sky or fog at ground level. Okay, you can see condensation on drinks in the summer time or leaves in the morning. Okay, so जे पण कंडेन्सेशन होतं आहे मीन्स जे पण इव्हॅपोरेट झालेलं जे पण वॉटर आहे तर त्याचं कंडेन्सेशन होतं आहे किंवा त्याचं जे पण ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन कशात होतं आहे ड्रॉपलेट्समध्ये राईट. देन नेक्स्ट वन इज प्रेसिपिटेशन. टायनी वॉटर ड्रॉपलेट्स बाउन्स अराउंड इन अ क्लाउड अँड ॲज दे हिट each other they stick together and become larger. Okay, the clouds get heavy and eventually water falls back to the earth. Okay, precipitation can occur in the form of rain, freezing rain, then sleet, snow, or hail. Most precipitation falls back into the oceans or onto land. If precipitation falls in the form of snow, it can accumulate in the form of ice caps or glaciers. Most of the condensed water in clouds does not actually falls as precipitation. Okay, so precipitation means जे पण कंडेन्सेशन झालंय किंवा इव्हॅपोरेशन झालंय. नेक्स्ट वन इज कंडेन्सेशन. ओके, सो जो पण पाऊस पडतो दॅट इज precipitation process. The next one is surface runoff. About 1/3 of the water that returns to the earth as precipitation runs off the surface of the land, then downhills into streams, rivers, lakes, and oceans. Okay, the other 2/3 of precipitation is evaporated, transpired, or is infiltrated into groundwater. So the surface runoff is a very important part of the water cycle because it returns water once again to the bodies of water where evaporation occurs. Okay, so the for example is when snow melts, that is surface runoff water. So जे पण components आहेत hydrosphere that is streams, rivers, lake and oceans. Okay, so that is the surface runoff water. The next one is infiltration. Not all surface runoff water flows back into stream, rivers, lakes and oceans. Some of it soaks into the ground. That is the infiltration process. So infiltration is the downward movement of water from the land surface into soil or underlying rock layers. Okay, this water can replenish aquifers which store large amount of fresh water that can be removed from the ground using a water well. Some infiltration stays close to the land surface and can seep back into surface water bodies, that is and the ocean, as groundwater discharge. Some groundwater find opening in the land surface and comes out as freshwater springs. Okay, so जे पण प्रेसिपिटेशन झालेलं जे वॉटर आहे समटाइम्स these all are the surface runoff water. बट जे पण इनफिल्ट्रेशन झालेलं जे वॉटर आहे किंवा जे पण रन ऑफ झालेलं जे वॉटर आहे तर सम ऑफ इट सोक्स इन टू दी ग्राउंड. काही क्वांटिटीमध्ये ते ग्राउंडमध्ये सोक केलं जातं, दॅट इज इनफिल्ट्रेशन प्रोसेस. ओके, द नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस इज ट्रान्सपिरेशन. वॉटर इज रिटर्न टू द ॲटमॉस्फिअर बाय plants. Water is absorbed by the plants, that is usually through the roots, from water that is in the soil. The water travels up through the plant and then is evaporated back into the atmosphere from the plant surface, usually the leaves. Okay, that is the transpiration process, right? So this is the water cycle and their processes. Firstly, evaporation, then condensation, precipitation, surface runoff and infiltration, and then next process is transpiration. That is the water cycle. This is the diagram of water cycle. Okay, thank you.